Hello everybody, my name is nuttycivicsi, and today we're actually going to be just talking about Friday the 13th. Most importantly, a new update that is coming out tomorrow, January 30th, which by coincidence is the same day the first DLC for World War II is coming out, which is kind of weird. I'll probably cover that tomorrow, but anyway, enough about that. Today we're talking about Friday the 13th, and most importantly, the new Jason they're adding. So before I talk about anything though, I want to show you guys the trailer that came out for it, so I'm going to play that right now.
If you are still haunted by the memory of Jason, you are not alone. The rageful, unstoppable force that was buried years ago has returned. Terror has been reawakened. Fear rekindled. By the time you count to 5, you won't be alive. Welcome to a new beginning. Friday the 13th, the game.
So, as you can see in the trailer, it takes place at Pinehurst, the place in Part 5, A New Beginning, and then you could see Part 5, Jason. And by the way, this list is going to have some this video is going to have some spoilers to do with both the movie Part 5, A New Beginning. So if you've never seen that, or well, if you just don't care about spoilers, I guess that's fine too. But yeah, and also a little bit of spoilers about different things they're adding, because I'm going to be talking about pretty much all of them. So if you like to have things as a surprise, I recommend you leave this video. But anyway, whoever's still here, they're adding Roy, which is Part 5 Jason, since he's not actually Jason. It's a guy who dressed up as Jason to avenge his son's death. Which brings up a lot of questions, because what was supposed to happen is they're adding the paranoia game mode, and what that's supposed to be is there's a bunch of counselors, no Jason, just a bunch of counselors, and one counselor is the murderer, and that was supposed to be kind of like, that was supposed to be how Roy played in the game, because it made sense, because he's not dead, he's not supernatural like Jason is, he's just a person dressed up as Jason. Which brings up a lot of questions as to what are they going to do with different shotguns and all that. But we'll talk about that in a second. Right now, why don't we just look at the stats of Part 5 Jason, or Roy, whatever you want to call him. I'm just going to call him Part 5 Jason for this video. But anyway, yeah, as you can see here, we got this picture. This is apparently an official picture. If it's not, well, I don't know. But all the sources say it is, so yeah. But by the strength, you can see he starts with extra throwing knives, so that's always good. His stock is better. He can run, obviously, because he's a person. And his weaknesses, he has lower defense. His grip strength isn't very good, and he has lower stun resistance, which all of those make sense because yes, he is a human. And stock probably makes sense because, you know, since he is a bit more smarter than Jason, I guess. Jason is pretty smart, but you know what I mean. He could be more stealthy and stuff. And his weapons are shears or hedge clippers, whatever you want to call them. And as some of the grab kills, you can see the first one you saw in the trailer where he cuts off their arms and then cuts off their head, which again doesn't really make sense with Roy because he's a person, and a person, it would be near impossible to do that to someone. Even like to cut off anything with hedge clippers, it would be near impossible. But for Jason, he could do it just easily because he has supernatural strength once again, sorry. Yeah, so, and that brings up what I said with the shotguns, flares, anything. It's not going to make sense because he's just going to get shot, get right back up, but yeah, he's a person, so he would die pretty much. And that also leads to the question at the end, he's gonna go back to Pamela's head, which is gonna not make sense. And if he can still go into the water, which I'm guessing he can, because they say he's gonna work the same as every other Jason. But either way, he's still gonna be a cool addition to the game, and I'm one of the few that actually does like the look of Roy. I like the look of his Jason, even though it's not Jason. I kind of like the blue hockey mask and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, so that's enough about Jason for now, but they're also adding the new map, Pinehurst, which is the place, the location from Part 5, which A New Beginning. And there was a couple of screenshots. I couldn't find them, but I'm going to look again, and if I do find them, they should be up on the screen like right now. And basically what they are is there's a shot of inside the barn from the movie. There's a shot of a little bit of a path and then a cabin, and I think there's like a lake in the background or something. And then the entrance to Pinehurst itself. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You do see some of that stuff in the inside of Pinehurst in the trailer too. So that's good too. By the looks of things, it is nice to have a new map. By the looks of things, it's going to be kind of the same as Jarvis House. Like there's a central bit that is the Jarvis House and that second house, whatever even that was in Part 4. But then they're all just still cabins around it, just like every other map. So it's kind of going to get the same, and they should start adding, you know, different kind of maps, like maybe Manhattan. That's a thing I always think about. They're apparently adding the spaceship whenever they add Jason X, which is going to be interesting. But yeah. Anyway, one other thing they're adding, this is pretty much the last thing that they're adding, is buffs to all the Jasons themselves. And I actually got them written down here. Let me just read them out. Sorry, I wasn't really prepared. I guess they were under my paper. Yeah, here they are. Each Jason will be gaining a small speed increase. So, yeah, that's kind of cool actually, because some of the Jasons are pretty slow. Pretty much all of them except for 2, 3, and 4, and 5 now. That's coming out, but yeah, all of them are going to be a bit faster. So that's cool. And it even says that the counselors can still escape Jason, but it just makes Jason feel more relentless. Is the word they use. More powerful, I guess, too. You could say. Also, each Jason will be starting with 2 additional throwing knives, which I think is really cool, because you basically do start with 2, because when you start in the Jason's little shack, whatever you want to call it, there's 2 that you can take off the wall. Not everyone takes those. I always do. But you basically already do start with 2, but now you start with 2 more. So basically you start with 4. So that's pretty cool, I think, because you never really have enough, and it just kind of wastes time sometimes grabbing them. And the last thing, Jason's grab reach and radius will have been looked at and reworked. So it'll help fix all the issues with that, it being too far, and they can slip out of his hands pretty easily. All of that stuff. But that's all the stuff they're adding to Jason, which I think is cool. A lot of people think like, oh, Jason's already too overpowered and stuff, but honestly I think it's pretty awesome, because it's Jason. He's supposed to be hard to kill. He's supposed to be hard to run away from. He's supposed to be overpowered. He's Jason Voorhees. That's kind of the point. But yeah, hey, Nutty from the future here. There's probably been a very awkward pause, and that's because I just found more stuff that they're adding. I just wanted to say it right beside the stuff they're adding to Jason, because they're actually changing something for the counselors. And I'll just read this off real quick. Pocket knives will be far less available throughout the camp, though special visitors, Tommy, will still be allowed to bring a personal pocket knife. So Tommy, and if they add anyone else, I mean, they will also be able to bring pocket knives, so that's good. And there's also certain weaponry. Example, that's what I'm looking for, is they give is machetes and wrenches. There will be not a lot found anymore, and they'll still be there, but they'll be far less available, so it's going to be harder for everyone to get stuff. And also med sprays, they're also going to reduce the amount of med sprays, so yeah, it should be interesting, but cool. Some people are like the pocket knife change, but I don't know, man. I don't know, I kind of like it, because playing as Jason with all those pocket knives is annoying, but at the same time, it's nice to know. And I also want to say one more thing about Roy that I forgot to mention, what level he might be at. I'm thinking, because by his stats, it seems like he would be worse than Part 9, and Part 9's at 31, so I'm saying maybe he'd be around 25, maybe. I don't know that for sure. They could make his level super high, you never know, but That's my guess. I'm saying around 25. That's my guess. Maybe even lower than that. I don't really know. But yeah, anyways, you can get back to the original video now. Goodbye. And they're also adding dedicated servers, so that's cool too, I guess. I don't know. I think that's only a PC thing. Not too sure on that. Really, I didn't really read a whole lot into that. But yeah, they are adding those, so if that interests you, good for you, I guess. And that's about it. They're also giving more information on paranoia mode, I think, so that's good. And some people, this isn't official stuff that's on like the website or anything, but some people are saying they're also going to try and fix some of the server issues. Don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, I'm excited for that, because the servers are, well, they're not the best, but yeah, I guess we'll see. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. That's about it. And hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. It's probably just going to be Friday the 13th, me playing as counselor or something with my friend. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, if this interests you, what do you guys think in the comments? Just tell me your theories on how they're going to make it look, if they're going to change anything, if they're going to keep it all the same. From what they're saying, it sounds like they're going to keep it all the same, which, to be honest, it doesn't sound very creative. Like, maybe they could change some things when they're Jason. Like, maybe, I don't know, it wouldn't make sense, but it would just help make more sense if maybe instead of Pamela's head, it would be his son's head, which, like I said, it doesn't make any sense, but it would help just kind of make more sense, kind of, you know, make it more realistic. But either way, I'm just excited they're adding a new Jason, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, we'll see you all in the next video. It'll probably be, I'm gonna live stream tonight too, so if anyone's interested in that, hit up the live stream. But yeah, I'll see you all on the next video. I think I said that. That's the third time I said that, but whatever. Good